Who was the oldest player ever to play in the NBA? In 1948, only the second ever season for the NBA, the Providence Steamrollers were coached by this man, Nat Hickey. This team holds the record for the fewest wins by an NBA team in a single season, and Coach Hickey obviously was getting desperate. On January 27, 1948, only 3 days before his 46th birthday, Coach Nat Hickey decided to activate himself as a player coach in their game that night against the St. Louis Bombers. Hickey went 0 for 5 from the field that night, scoring 2 total points from free throws only, and the Steamrollers were steamrolled with a 33-point loss. He appeared again the very next night against the New York Knicks, scoring 0 points, but setting a record that still stands to this day. 45 years and 363 days old, he is the oldest player to ever appear in an NBA game. But what if I told you that Wilt Chamberlain was this close to shattering the record for the oldest NBA player ever to play in a game? In 1986, the New Jersey Nets featured a balanced roster with 6 different players averaging between 14 and 17 points per game. Albert King, Darryl Dawkins, Ray Richardson, Otis Birdsong, Buck Williams, and Mike Gminski. On February 25, 1986, with 23 games remaining in their season, 4-time All-Star Ray Richardson was banned from the NBA for life by Commissioner David Stern due to repeated violations of the league's drug policy. After losing Richardson, the Nets went 5-10 over their next 15 games, and they were struggling to stay alive in playoff contention. On March 28th, in Michael Jordan's 7th game back after missing the previous 64 from injury that season, the Bulls took on the Nets in New Jersey. It was immediately after this game, with only 7 contests remaining in the regular season, that the Nets decided to make a move that would have sent shockwaves to the NBA. Wilt Chamberlain was 49 years old and hadn't played in the NBA in 13 seasons. But despite that, the New Jersey Nets still felt that he could help. The Nets reached out to Wilt and offered him $362,500 to play for the Nets during their last 7 regular season games, plus the playoffs. Considering the Nets were in the thick of a playoff hunt and did indeed end up qualifying, this wasn't just some gimmick. They legitimately felt that the 49-year-old Wilt could contribute to their success. And Wilt, who is well known to be one of the most freakish athletes of all time, did not disagree. "It is realistic," Chamberlain said. "I work out with pro athletes all the time. I know what my body can do and what I can do." And maybe it wasn't so crazy after all when you consider this story told by NBA coaching legend Larry Brown.
I'll tell you a great Magic story. I'm a coach at UCLA, and he used to come to the men's gym and organize games.
I remember.
And
there were a lot of pickup games back then.
all the time, and he used to make the sides and stack them. So one night I'm watching, and Kevin O'Connor are in the stands. Wilt Chamberlain's playing with 4 of my freshmen against Magic, Bernard King, James Worthy, Byron Scott, and Green.
AC Green.
AC Green. And it's game point. Magic throws a sky hook. Wilt blocks it. Magic calls game. And Wilt says, "That wasn't goaltending. That was a clean block." And Magic took the ball. He said, "Game over, next." And Wilt said, "Hey, coach, was that goaltending?" And I said, "No, that was a clean block." Magic says, "What do you think he's going to say? They're his kids." And Wilt says, "All right, look, we're going to play a game till 12. We'll do it again. Winner stays, and there'll be no more shots made at this basket." He blocked everything. Shot. 43 years old. He was blocking everything. It was unbelievable.
Somebody used to play in those 80s games who I asked who's the best player you ever played with or against, told me it was about a 50-year-old Wilt Chamberlain at those UCLA pickup games. He was that kind of physical presence.
The final 7 games in the Nets season included games against the Celtics, Knicks, Bullets, and Hawks. Imagine if we had gotten the chance to see Wilt the Stilt go head-to-head against Larry Bird, a rookie Patrick Ewing, Manute Bol, and Dominique Wilkins. But unfortunately, Wilt did not think it was a very good idea. "I did not consider it at all," said Wilt. I respect pro basketball players too much to think I could go out and be competitive with them after they've been playing all season, doing what they do better than anybody else in the world. You don't take a guy and throw him out there with 9 others, 4 on his team, and expect anything like you used to get. It's an honor that someone thinks you're capable of doing it, he said. If I wanted to play, I'd go out and make a concerted effort. And I'd play.